So while it's very important to know how to choose the right foods, it's equally important to know what foods we want to be cautious of.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned Harvard-trained medical doctor, researcher, president, and founder of the Angiogenesis Foundation. His work has led to more than 40 FDA-approved therapeutics and devices for cancer, cardiovascular disease, wound healing, and vision loss. He is also a New York Times best-selling author with Eat to Beat Disease: The New Science of How Your Body Can Heal Itself. He also published another book, Eat to Beat Diet: Burn Fat, Heal Your Metabolism, and Live Longer. In today's video, we'll discuss what Dr. Li says is the most harmful foods for your body.
We're feeding our gut bacteria, that 39 trillion population, and we're feeding them crap. We're feeding them chemicals. We're feeding them things that they shouldn't be eating.
In the field of health and wellness, the effects of our dietary choices extend well beyond calorie counts and macronutrient ratios. Groundbreaking research by Dr. Li and other respected scientists from top institutions has revealed a compelling link between our diet and the intricate ecosystem within us, known as the microbiome. Recent research indicates that the bacteria in our bodies can affect our health and be passed down to our children, reflecting our lifestyle choices. Scientists from prestigious universities like Stanford, Harvard, and Princeton have discovered that our diet plays a crucial role in shaping our microbiome. For instance, when germ-free mice were given gut bacteria from a healthy person and then switched from a nutritious diet to an unhealthy one high in fat and low in fiber, their microbiome underwent significant changes. The findings were striking. Many of the diverse bacteria present in the healthy gut decreased in response to the unhealthy diet. Even after the mice returned to a healthy diet, only some of the diminished bacteria returned to normal levels, and the overall microbiome remained altered for an extended period. This persistent change, termed a scar on the microbiome from diet, became more pronounced over generations as subsequent mice were fed the same unhealthy diet, leading to the loss of many beneficial bacteria from the original healthy microbiome. Unhealthy diets can have serious effects on overall health by disrupting bodily defense systems such as blood vessel formation, stem cell function, DNA protection, and immune responses. This microbiome imbalance, known as dysbiosis, has been associated with various diseases, including diabetes, obesity, inflammatory bowel disease, cancer, and even neurological conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. So what foods does Dr. Li say are harmful to our bodies? Number 1. Ultra-processed foods.
The ultra-processed foods, they are categorically not good for our health. They tend to have the bioactives removed from them, the vitamins and minerals removed from them. Most ultra-processed foods, if they've had vitamins, they've been injected somewhere in the factory to replace the ones that were removed.
Dr. Li emphasizes the harmful effects of processed foods due to their impact on the microbiome and overall health. Processed foods, which undergo extensive refining and manufacturing processes, often lack essential nutrients and fiber while containing high levels of refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. These alterations not only compromise the nutritional value of the food, but also disrupt the delicate balance of beneficial bacteria in the gut microbiome. Dr. Li highlights that the gut microbiome plays a crucial role in regulating various bodily functions, including digestion, metabolism, and immune response. When the microbiome is thrown out of balance due to factors like processed food consumption, it can lead to dysbiosis, a condition associated with inflammation, digestive issues, and a weakened immune system. Furthermore, the lack of fiber in processed foods hinders the growth of beneficial bacteria in the gut, contributing to an unhealthy microbiome composition. By contrast, whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provide essential nutrients, fiber, and phytochemicals that support a diverse and thriving microbiome. These foods help reduce inflammation, promote healthy digestion, and lower the risk of chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Dr. Li emphasizes the importance of choosing whole foods over processed alternatives to nourish the microbiome and optimize overall health.
Not only calories, which is important for our metabolism and our body's energy, our fuel source, these bioactives activate our health defenses, and there's things like dietary fiber, and maybe even bacteria that actually are in whole foods.
Number 2. Regular soda and diet soda.
Diet soda's worse?
Ironically, it's worse.
Come on, how so?
The reason is diet soda with artificial sweeteners actually doesn't overwhelm your metabolism directly. What it does is that the non-nutritive sweeteners that don't get absorbed in your body as calories, sugar-free, go down and poison your gut microbiome,
Come on.
your gut bacteria. Now, a lot of people say, well, the evidence isn't really there. I can tell you as a scientist following this field, that the evidence is stacking up. You damage your ecosystem of your critical healthy bacteria.
Dr. Lee advises against consuming both regular soda and diet soda. Regular soda is typically high in sugar, primarily in the form of high fructose corn syrup, while diet soda contains artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. Despite the differences in sugar content, both types of soda pose significant health risks. Regular soda consumption is strongly linked to weight gain, obesity, and an increased risk of chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The high sugar content in regular soda can cause spikes in blood sugar levels, leading to insulin resistance over time. This can contribute to the development of metabolic disorders and inflammation in the body, further increasing the risk of chronic diseases. On the other hand, diet soda, although marketed as a healthier alternative due to its lack of sugar and low-calorie content, has its own health risks. Artificial sweeteners in diet soda have been associated with negative effects on the gut microbiome, potentially leading to dysbiosis and digestive disturbances. Additionally, some studies suggest that artificial sweeteners may disrupt the body's natural ability to regulate calorie intake and appetite, potentially leading to weight gain and metabolic imbalances. Moreover, diet soda consumption has been linked to an increased risk of metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, and adverse effects on mental health. Artificial sweeteners in diet soda may also have neurotoxic effects and impact cognitive function over time. Dr. Lee's recommendation to avoid regular and diet sodas highlights the importance of choosing healthier beverage options to support overall well-being.
Healthy bacteria, and that healthy bacteria commands our immune system, lowers inflammation, helps us heal from the inside out, and even controls how we feel, our emotional wellness. All right, so the bottom line is that either way you cut it, if you need to slake your thirst on a super hot day.
Number 3, processed meats.
It's like if you have a choice between a whole food, unprocessed or minimally processed versus an ultra processed food, which is better for your health? Now, one might say, what tastes better? What's less expensive? What's more convenient? That's not the question that you're asking me. We're saying, what is it that's better for our health?
Dr. Lee emphasizes the detrimental effects of processed meats on health. Processed meats, including bacon, sausage, deli meats, and hot dogs, are often high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and additives that can harm the body. A major concern with processed meats is their link to an increased risk of cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. The methods used to preserve and flavor these meats can produce carcinogenic compounds such as nitrosamines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which can damage DNA and promote the growth of cancer cells. Beyond cancer, processed meats are associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular disease and metabolic disorders. Regular consumption of these meats is consistently linked to an increased risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, two interrelated conditions that pose significant global health challenges. Processed meats contain a mix of unhealthy fats, additives, and high caloric content, all of which can negatively affect metabolic processes in the body.
Processed meats are another food product that actually are classed as a carcinogen by the World Health Organization.
The unhealthy fats in processed meats, such as saturated fats and trans fats, contribute to weight gain and adiposity. These fats are known to promote inflammation and insulin resistance, disrupting the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels effectively. Consequently, individuals who regularly consume processed meats may struggle with weight management and blood glucose control, increasing their risk of developing obesity and type 2 diabetes. Moreover, the additives and preservatives in processed meats, including nitrates, nitrites, and other chemicals, have significant metabolic implications. These additives are linked to oxidative stress, inflammation, and disruptions in metabolic pathways, all contributing to insulin resistance and metabolic dysfunction over time. The high caloric content of processed meats, combined with their low nutrient density, can lead to overconsumption and weight gain, further exacerbating the risk of metabolic disorders. The cumulative impact of these factors on metabolic health is substantial. They not only affect weight management, but also increase the likelihood of developing a range of metabolic disorders beyond diabetes. Conditions such as metabolic syndrome, which includes risk factors like abdominal obesity, high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar levels, and abnormal lipid profiles, are closely associated with the consumption of processed meats and other unhealthy dietary choices. Number 4. Alcohol.
Alcohol, ethanol, which is a chemical, it's a product of fermentation. It's actually what makes you feel boozy and drunk. Okay. There's no health benefit from it. It's a toxin. It's a toxin for virtually every organ in our body. It kills your brain, kills your liver, and you don't have to drink very much, frankly, of pure ethanol, the pure stuff, to knock yourself off. It is actually a poison.
Dr. Lee emphasizes the significant impact of alcohol consumption on health, noting that while moderate alcohol intake may offer certain benefits, such as a potential reduction in cardiovascular risk, excessive or regular consumption can have severe detrimental effects on various aspects of well-being. Alcohol is primarily metabolized in the liver, and chronic alcohol consumption can lead to liver damage and inflammation. This can result in conditions such as fatty liver disease, alcoholic hepatitis, and cirrhosis. These liver-related complications can significantly impair liver function and overall health. Excessive alcohol intake can contribute to the development of metabolic disorders, including obesity and type 2 diabetes. Alcohol is calorie-dense and can contribute to weight gain if consumed in excess.
I think that overconsumption of alcohol can clearly interfere with your gut microbiome.
Additionally, alcohol can disrupt blood sugar regulation and insulin sensitivity, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and diabetes over time. Dr. Lee highlights the link between chronic alcohol consumption and an increased risk of various cancers, including liver, breast, colorectal, and esophageal cancer. The carcinogenic effects of alcohol, along with its potential to promote inflammation and oxidative stress, emphasize the importance of mindful consumption and moderation. What about the saying, "A glass of red wine is healthy for you"?
I get asked this question all the time. Dr. Lee, what do you think about red wine or what about alcohol? That drinking red wine or drinking wine in the blue zones is as being associated with longevity or better health. And there are some clinical studies that also show some of these overall correlations of health benefit as well.
It's not the alcohol in red wine that is necessarily healthy. It is the unique combination of bioactive compounds in red wine, particularly polyphenols like resveratrol, that are believed to contribute to its potential health benefits when consumed in moderation. The idea that drinking red wine is beneficial for health is often attributed to its bioactive compounds, particularly polyphenols found in grape skins and seeds used during winemaking. One notable polyphenol is resveratrol, which has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that may protect cardiovascular health, reduce oxidative stress, and promote overall well-being. Studies suggest that resveratrol and other polyphenols in red wine can positively affect heart health by improving blood vessel function and reducing the risk of heart disease. In addition to resveratrol, red wine contains other polyphenols like flavonoids and tannins, which contribute to its potential health benefits. These compounds are associated with anti-inflammatory effects, improved blood flow, and protection against oxidative damage. The fermentation and aging processes in winemaking can also influence the concentration of these bioactive compounds, further impacting the health benefits of red wine. Number 5. Artificial sweeteners.
You really got to watch out for those artificial sweeteners. They do some bad things. So that's one thing. Stevia, actually pretty powerful sweetener. I've been doing some research on it. I haven't been able to find anything wrong with it. But for people that are looking at stevia, be very careful. Pick up that package and look at the side of the box and read what's on there, because a lot of things that are called stevia actually have a lot of other things added to it. So you want to get the pure stuff. I always tell, if it's in a box, look at what's inside it before you buy it.
Dr. Lee emphasizes the potential harmful effects of artificial sweeteners on the microbiome. Artificial sweeteners, such as saccharin, aspartame, sucralose, acesulfame, and neotame, are designed to provide intense sweetness without the added calories of sugar. While they are effective in satisfying the sweet tooth, these sweeteners may have detrimental impacts on gut bacteria. Research conducted by scientists at the Weizmann Institute of Science in Tel Aviv University in Israel revealed that artificial sweeteners like saccharin can lead to a decrease in beneficial gut bacteria, specifically Lactobacillus reuteri, which plays a crucial role in immunity, tumor resistance, and gut-brain axis regulation. Furthermore, studies have shown that artificial sweeteners can disrupt glucose metabolism and lead to impaired glucose tolerance. When compared to natural sugars or plain water, mice consuming artificial sweeteners exhibited more significant glucose intolerance. This unexpected outcome suggests a potential interaction between artificial sweeteners and the microbiome. Research involving broad-spectrum antibiotics to eliminate gut bacteria in mice demonstrated that the observed glucose intolerance was indeed linked to the artificial sweetener's impact on the microbiome. Additionally, a study involving 381 healthy individuals found that long-term consumption of non-caloric artificial sweeteners was associated with changes in the gut microbiome, increased waist-to-hip ratio, elevated blood glucose levels, and higher hemoglobin A1C levels. These findings underscore the individual variability in responses to artificial sweeteners, potentially influenced by differences in the microbiome composition. Moreover, research conducted by a collaborative team from Case Western Reserve University, Ohio State University, the National Institutes of Health, and the University of Aberdeen revealed that an artificial sweetener, sucralose maltodextrin, led to dysbiosis in mice prone to Crohn's disease-like gut inflammation, resulting in an overgrowth of E. coli. These studies highlight the significant impact of artificial sweeteners on the microbiome, potentially affecting how gut bacteria regulate blood sugar metabolism and weight, contrary to the intended purpose of using artificial sweeteners to avoid these issues. That's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.